Welcome. You are watching on Scouting Radio Breaking News. I am Padmasha Farishta.
Sri Lanka Scouting News Alert.
The World Scout headquarters announced that the 14th World Scout Youth Forum has successfully ended. Here are some special videos from World Scout Youth Forum. 14 වන ලෝක බාල දක්ෂ තරුණ සමුළුව සාර්ථකව නිමාවට පත් කළ බව ලෝක බාල දක්ෂ මූලස්ථානයේ නිවේදනය කර ඇත. මේ ඔබ දකින්නේ තරුණ හමුවේ සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථා කිහිපයකි. பதினான்காவது உலக சாரண இளைஞர் மன்றம் வெற்றிகரமாக முடிவடைந்துள்ளதாக உலக சாரண தலைமையகம் அறிவித்துள்ளது. இப்பொழுது நீங்கள் காணுவது உலக சாரண இளைஞர் மன்றத்தில் சில சிறப்பு வீடியோக்கள்.
At the end of this exciting, memorable and marking 4 years,
excited to welcome all of you to the 14th World Scout Youth Forum.
The first ever virtual World Scout Youth Forum would not be possible without an amazing team of people who work day and night.
Then I am very happy now to declare the 14th World Scout Youth Forum officially open.
I look forward to the outcomes of this meeting and continuing to work hand in hand with all of you to help realize a world where no young person is left behind.
This is the biggest World Scout Youth Forum ever.
And how we all over the world are going to be united together to work on the same ideas.
Make sure you can create a better world in the future with innovation.
We'll formulate impactful solutions and effective work plans to help the scouting world get back on track.
Let us all welcome Chandrachari Rao, the Time Magazine's first ever Kid of the Year.
World Scouts can ensure that diversity and inclusivity is part of what you do, because no one group is going to bring about a change. It needs all of us.
And we cannot, as a scout, we cannot, as a group, the world's largest educational youth movement, not to use our voice. For me, influence comes with using the voice.
I think it's incumbent upon us to find ways and means to ensure that every young person on the planet, regardless of their circumstances, has the ability to access quality non-formal education, including especially within Scouting.
Thank you very much. First thing, it's really nice to be here.
The motivation behind this.
So thank you for providing us such an inspirational forum.
How can we ensure that safe from harm is accepted at all levels?
So we can work jointly to advance youth engagement.
I now have the honor to announce the results of the election for the 2021-2024 mandate of the Youth Advisors to the World Scouts Committee. You all deserve a big round of applause.
The Youth Declaration is really a statement that shows the diversity and the unity in the way we think about the future of the movement.
The drafting committee received, by the deadline, 44 draft proposals for the Youth Forum Declaration.
I now declare the vote open.
Cultural differences should be put in consideration
in order to strengthen the Youth Forum Declaration.
I think it is important to show the respect to different culture.
As a worldwide movement, we should lead by example.
We salute the efforts in order to increase youth engagement.
As it strengthens the language of the declaration and thus of youth engagement and involvement.
First of all, as young people, we need to have tools to measure the impact of our service.
The motion is carried. And now we have the Youth Forum Declaration.
Okay, let's get the dance challenge.
Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
Right now.
Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it, work it.
The best forum ever.
Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
Yeah!
Right now.
Work it, forum ever.
Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it.
thank you all for being with us during these 5 days. That is a very inspiring wrap up of the forum. So now I want to dance. That's the only thing I want to do. Now I declare officially that this 14th World Scout Youth Forum is closed. And now let me invite all the people behind the scenes to dance.
Right now. Right now.
The first ever World Scout Youth Forum held online was appreciated by Mr. Ahmad Al-Heldawi, General Secretary of the World Scout Committee. ප්‍රථම වරට අන්තර්ජාලය ඔස්සේ පැවැත් වූ ලෝකබාධක්ෂ තරුණ හමුවට එක් වූ ලෝකබාධක්ෂ කමිටුවේ මහලේකම් අහමඩ් අල්හන්දාවි මහතාගේ ඇගීමට ලක් ஆன்லைனில் நடைபெற்ற முதல் உலக சாரண இளைஞர் மன்றத்துக்கு உலக சாரண குழுவின் செயற்பாளர் திரு அஹமட் அல்ஹெந்தாவி தனது பாராட்டுகளை தெரிவித்துள்ளார்.
You are. Today we have here Ahmad Al-Hendawi, WOSM Secretary General. Welcome, Ahmad.
Thanks, Diana.
So, we would like to ask you, Ahmad, to please share with the Youth Forum participants your final remarks about this Youth Forum.
Thank you so very much, Diana, Maury, Carla. Thanks for having me, and thanks for you did a wonderful job over the past 5 days. I think you filled the air beautifully. You connected all of us. I must admit, your energy is electric. I mean, you really transmitted that energy everywhere, and you could feel it for the participants around the world. I mean, as we come to the close of the Youth Forum, this is a moment of reflecting in a wonderful experience for all participants, and I have to start with thanking the planning team that has imagined and reimagined again this experience several times, allowing this forum to be designed and for them to pivot and adapt throughout this, and really arriving to deliver an experience that, least I can say about this experience, is truly impactful. It's really impactful for the Scout movement and for all young participants who joined over the past 5 days. Also want to thank all delegations who have joined from all corners of the world. I know there are some technical challenges sometimes, there are some difficulties in connecting, but we were there. I mean, I've followed in social media, I've followed all the memes that they were coming as well. There's a lot of memes about you, and there's a lot of funny memes coming that shows really that Scouting is also about having fun and making impact. I think both were achieved during this forum. I was just reflecting on the message we shared 4 years ago in Gabala, the Youth Forum. And in the closing, we were reflecting on why we come together at the Youth Forum in the first place and why this matters. And the reason it matters because the Scouting needs continuity and needs a cadre of young leaders who can come together and can connect across all countries to invest and commit for Scouting and ideate for the future of this movement. What happens at the Youth Forum is truly allowing this network of young leaders to come together from 172 countries. Maybe we have less countries joining, but for sure we have new countries joining us. All of us were touched by seeing some of the new delegates who are joining the forum for the first time. I personally was moved seeing the Solomon Islands delegation gathering and connecting with everyone, sharing their ideas and saying, yes, we are part of this beautiful movement. We want to be part of crafting its future as well. So all delegations who are made sure that we are able to share ideas, share amendments, share thoughts about how Scouting should be structured, how the movement should be connected, how the future of our movement should be organized. To all of you, your ideas not only were captured in the outcome document, not only the amendments to the resolution, but I ask you to take them not only to the conference in 2-3 days, but take them as well to your National Scout organizations. Make sure that your voices are heard. Make sure that you are able to influence change in your inner circles, at the local level, at the national level, and all the way to the international level. This network of young leaders that have been created over the past 5 days, these ideas that have been debated, will be probably one of the most important investments for the future of Scouting, and how we can make sure that the Scouting program continues to be relevant and attractive to more young people. In Gabala 4 years ago, we made some commitments. There were probably 10 commitments I made in the closing about how we can increase youth participation, make WOSM more accessible to young people. I'm very proud that we actually achieved a lot of those, including making sure that the experience of youth advisors, who did a wonderful job over the past 4 years, is really more plugged to all the processes, and they're able to advise us in how we can make sure that we be a better version of ourselves. But also in the work we have carried about opening more opportunities for young people, having more internship opportunities, more junior openings, more volunteers joining the operation framework. In every area, the question of youth engagement, having more youth involvement in the decision-making of WOSM was front and center. And some of these commitments about making WOSM also more appealing to young people through social media, through the initiatives we launched, through the campaigns, through really speaking to some of the priorities. When I see the amendments and the declaration coming strong in climate change and sustainable development, inequalities and fighting inequalities, that's what the Scout movement stands for today. And that's the spirit of young people that's truly shaping what direction this movement should take. So these declarations are not words in paper or typed in electronic and shared in social media. They are really defining at this moment of time what the Scout movement is all about. This is not a dull movement. This is not a passive movement. This is a growing movement that is expanding and caring deeply about the issues around us. We care about gender equality, care about tackling climate change. We're not neutral when it comes to the sustainable development goals. One report just came out saying that if we continue at the current pace, we will achieve the sustainable development goals in 2082. That's not acceptable. And this movement doesn't accept that we don't double our efforts and encourage others to do. And we don't do that only in advocacy by words. We do that by making commitments and taking things to the ground. That's why we have initiatives like Messengers of Peace, Scout for SDGs, are telling the world that we are going to make 4 billion hours of service for the SDGs, and we'll continue doubling in these efforts. These voices, these commitments that are coming from the Scout movement, saying that we are not just looking inside and fixing a little thing here or a semicolon here or a little initiative there. This movement, first and foremost, is really feeling the fact that we are the largest educational youth movement in a world that is troubled by a lot of problems. And we think we do have a historic responsibility in getting this generation of young people to tackle these most pressing issues. That's what we stand for, and that's what your forum made your declaration, your amendment, your resolutions, your discussion, and all the fun you had as well, to show that the friendship and international friendship is possible, connecting people together is possible. And I think that's the spirit that I would love to see also be carried at the conference and beyond that as we look to the future. So to everyone, thank you so much for really teaching us, for inspiring us, for showing us what does it mean to be a youth movement coming together at times of pandemic, saying that we are going to connect with each other, we're going to find a better future for the world. And when it comes to our commitments, we are going to double down our efforts, and also not shying away from saying our own house is not perfect, we can improve it as well. We can open up for more youth engagement. We can open up for more opportunities that would enable young people to find a home in Scouting, and through Scouting, find the change they want to see in the world around us. And to close, I just would like to say that the efforts that led to designing this experience for young people, the energy that we have seen here is, for me, is really all the energy that anyone serving in WOSM today in any capacity would need to know that actually we will go out and we'll make sure that we will do the conference by uniting our movement, by imagining how the next 3 years would be and the post-2023, and how we can craft a way forward that wouldn't think of Scouting as an isolated thing from the world around us, but connect the two so we can make scouting better and the work better. So the youth forum is not only for learning, because we all learn every day. The delegates who will come at the conference also will have a learning experience there. So thank you so much. Looking forward to working with you as we go to the conference. And to all delegates, thank you so much for your commitment and engagement, and bring that to your NSOs and to the conference in a few days.
He further pointed out that Scouts should continuously work in this manner for Scout movement future survival. ඒ මහතා පෙන්වා දුන්නේ ලබාගත් ආරම්භයේ ඉදිරියට ශක්තිමත්ව පවත්වාගෙන යා යුතු බවයි. එය බාලදක්ෂ ව්‍යාපාරයේ අනාගත පැවැත්මට හිතකර බව ඒ මහතා වැඩිදුරටත් පෙන්වා දුන්නා. அவர் மேலும் சாண இயக்கத்தின் எதிர்கால வளர்ச்சிக்கு பணியாற வேண்டும் என்று சுட்டிக்காட்டினார். නැවතත් මෙවැනිම උණුසුම් පුවතකින් හමුවෙනතුරු සමුගනිමි. නன்றி වණක්කම්. Happy Scouting!